shout out to Mr. Grow It for sharing this story over on his Twitter. Make sure if you're trying to get the latest, whether you're trying to avoid it or not, Twitter/X, it's going to be a place to be for Canon Nudes and Canon Entertainment. There's tons going on over there. A lot of great communities, a lot of great conversations, beautiful plants, and I think you guys will love what's going on. So go check out the Twitter space in regards to, I know it's X, but it's hard to have that conversation. So make sure you go check that out. But make sure you're checking out Mr. Grow It too, at Mr. Grow It. I'm following him, so if there's a bunch of impersonator accounts, it's the one that I'm following. So I have this story, but it didn't load for me, so I'm gonna have a hard time trying to pull this one off because it's a reader's document or something. I don't know what it is. Maybe I can. Okay, so man finds invasive larvae inside Miracle Grow. Yeah, you want to play that?
I was gonna say there's a video.
Yeah, that we'll let it rock. This is gonna be my side co-host anchor company that we don't pay a whole lot for. So go ahead.
An invasive beetle multiplies in a bag of mulch. As Eddie Dowd explains, where it came from, that's unclear, but it is another sign that the bugs are spreading.
A Pearl City man says it was on Sunday when he was opening his Miracle Grow garden soil when he discovered 50 live CRB larvae. This former military man asks us to call him Joe and to hide his identity, since he says he bought the bag with the larvae from the Naval Exchange in April.
This was all one bag.
Oh, I should have watched that.
That was all just one bag.
Mulch, compost, and green waste are the larvae's happy place. In 4 to 6 months, they turn into a tree-killing pest.
I've heard about it. I've seen the damage it's done. For around here, you know, we haven't had any damage or anything like that.
We contacted Miracle Grow, and the company said the bag was shipped to Hawaii from either California or Illinois, but the state says the beetles haven't been detected on the continental U.S. Joe says the Department of Agriculture told him the larva could have gotten into the bag once he took it home. All they need is a pencil-sized hole, but Joe thinks these holes are too small.
How did it happen? Whether it just laying out in the open and something comes in there and inserts it, or where did it come from?
AG officials also tell us a team inspected the Naval Exchange's garden center and found no current infestation.
It could have been worse because had the bags at the retail location been infested and spread all over the even further into the state, that's the biggest fear we have.
That fear has been increasing since the bugs first turned up in Hawaii in 2013. State officials say CRBs have become so widespread in Hawaii, the federal government is now shifting its resources to keep them from reaching the continental U.S. Meantime, Hawaii officials are working to keep it from getting worse in the islands.
The whole message about see something, say something was really internalized by this gentleman, and we appreciate it because by him seeing something and saying something, it got our plant quarantine staff out to the Navy Exchange this morning.
Don't just take the bags, open them up, and just throw the dirt into your planter. Make sure you go through it and check for sure, even if it's Miracle Grow.
Eddie Dowd, Hawaii News Now.
Amen to that,
First
partner.
responders are...
Amen to that, partner. That's, we do perpetuate the idea that you should grow your own. But hey, when you grow your own, there are realities to having there's just a reality to it, that there might be something negative in your mix. In this case, this is why you want to get stuff from quality sources. I understand that it's a lot easier for some of us to go to Walmart, to go to Lowe's, to go to wherever to get your stuff from. And there's no problem with that. Just make sure it's clean. Give it a sift through. Now it's like, if it can get through a pencil hole, I don't think that there's really any way that you're gonna find it. Like, yeah, you could sift through your stuff and make sure, but if it's getting through a pencil hole, chances are you're not going to find it through a basic sifting process. Do you know what I mean? I would be curious kind of how that can get avoided, whether or not you can sterilize your stuff, but that's a reality. I buy new soil every month, and I'm I'm not going to sift through all my stuff. That's crazy. However, being vigilant as I'm filling up the pots, that is very important. That's very important. So that is something that I think that we should definitely learn from. But that was absolutely gross, and I'm thankful that I don't have to look at it again. But have you guys ever experienced an issue with that when you're buying product from the store and it's been infested with something? Have you ever had a problem with that? I'm curious because I have a feeling this is probably more widespread than we think. Maybe. Let me know. But shout out to that guy. He did make some very valid points. Check your stuff, check your sources, try to be clean. But wow, what a scare, man. Absolutely nasty.
AC Infinity has got a quality name when it comes to products for your garden. Whether it's an inline fan or the Controller Pro 69, they've got you covered. They've got a controller that's going to communicate between all of their devices. From the humidifier to the clip-on fans, regulate everything accurately with the Controller Pro 69. If you go to acinfinity.com, use promo code PIGEONS420, you can get some quality equipment for a quality price. Get the equipment that your plants are going to need and grow some incredible dank. Thank you, AC Infinity, for sponsoring today's live stream.